Hey guys, Kevincage back with another daily cryptocurrency update. Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. One take and uncut. So we got Michael, Val5 Link, sending this over. So going on with this RippleNet customer, this is BTech, and they're saving customers more than $14 million per year in transaction fees, helping everyday people. So right here, this is the quote from the, I believe, CEO, and I'll go into the article. But we're saving our customers more than $14 million in transaction fees. We're talking about families who are sending money to their children studying abroad and small businesses whose main source of income come from exports. This is huge. So as we can see here, and this is on Ripple Insights, so this was recently just put out as well. And I know we've discussed BTech in the past, but I just wanted to refer back to this. This is real, actual digital assets solving real problems for real customers. So you cannot say that with a lot of the assets in the space. I actually do believe that a lot of the digital assets, and this is just my opinion, I can be wrong, so keep that in mind. But a lot of the assets that have been listed on Binance US so far, I'm a fan of for the most part. A lot of them do have real use cases, and some are actually solving real problems today. Maybe not at the same scale that we want to as of, yet. But keep in mind that 2017 going into 2018 bull run was a true anomaly. It was really early, in my opinion. Those valuations, I think that they can absolutely come again, if not far surpass those longer term. And if you look at the price patterns and how fractals work in the channels, could we see 30,000% gains again, 70,000% gains for some assets? Absolutely. And I am very, very bullish with XRP long term if it does follow this algorithm, this fractal in terms of TA and moving within that channel. And I think it will coincide with utility as we ramp up. So right here, more than 3 million Brazilians live abroad, almost 1 million foreigners live in Brazil, and roughly 200,000 businesses have headquarters in the country, amounting to $1.5 trillion in global payment transactions to and from Brazil in 2018. And then again, in partnership with Ripple, BTech is on a mission to change this. The company is using RippleNet to revolutionize the customer experience and streamline how Brazil connects with the rest of the world. And again, they're talking about how payments took days, if not weeks, to arrive, high transaction costs, and again, with little leftover funds. And this is affecting the customers, hence the higher fees in the past, and this is changing. Okay, even I like this quote. Why, in an increasingly globalized world, are we limited by our own frontiers? Great point. And then let me see here. Okay, we got the net promoter score by serving our customers well. They recommended BTech to their friends. Absolutely. A lot of customers will, or clients, not clients, what am I saying? Corporations, groups, and these groups and firms, these fintech groups and payment providers like BTech, they're going to do the same and incentivize their competitors to hop on board and try to find a competitive solution. And obviously, RippleNet utilizing Xcurrent and then eventually scaling to on-demand liquidity for even more savings, whether it's 40 to 60%, and then all the way up to maybe even 70% with on-demand liquidity. That is huge. And then here's the quote I was referring to, saving their customers more than $14 million in transaction fees. So this is huge, guys. This is just the beginning, and this is just one small example of what Ripple is bringing to the table. And now we have to look at what R3 can do in the world of trade finance, with obligations, with moving all kinds of value. And we're talking high value. And that is what will really, really move everything. And I think that RippleNet with remittance, on-demand liquidity is awesome. Utilization of XRP, use case, that's going to catch attention. Once we see that slow and steady price coming, of course, even what Mr. B, XRP, shared, he's right. And I think David Schwartz is right. People are going to take note of that, and then they will actually look at XRP as an investment vehicle as well. And that is when the masses really come and things really start to move. And once banks and FIs actually start to custody the asset, awaiting regulatory clarity, we will see things really get moving. Right here, so this is shared by I Am Legion, so thank you. So Grayscale, the investment group, just talking about XRP, pretty cool. So by design, XRP is unlike many of its digital currency counterparts. How is it different? Check out the latest Building Blocks report on XRP to learn more. So pretty cool here, an introduction to XRP. So finally getting a little recognition here. Usually they've, been favoring Bitcoin, Ethereum, the typical altcoins. I am not a fan of any fork of Bitcoin, by the way. Maybe you guys do like BSV or Bitcoin Cash, but to each their own. I do know that Roger Ver likes Bitcoin Cash. And personally, maybe I do prefer Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin. I'm not quite sure. I, don't really care for those assets. And again, will they see upside? I'm sure they will. So XRP has gained momentum amongst both financial institutions and individual users. So again, Grayscale guys, Grayscale.co, you can check them out. I believe you can actually roll your, maybe not your 401k, but at least your retirement account, like your IRA, into Grayscale if you have a high enough amount. So definitely check that out. All right, right here, XRP Marshall. So this is a pretty cool thing. I wanted to show you this. So innovation example, this is a Ripple cross-border solution proof of concept by Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, page 13. And this is literally 2019 of September 18th. So check this out real quick. I'm just going to go over this picture and show you a few things that I found relevant. So innovation, Ripple cross-border solution, the POC, the proof of concept, Ripple's DLT or distributed ledger solution remedies legacy correspondent banking. That is the biggest thing, obviously, that they're doing. Their banking infrastructure challenges, provides bidirectional messaging instead of just the unidirectional, and to enhance payment tracking, data transmission, and enables enhanced certainty in settlement. Remember, I mean, literally sending, payments today between other countries, they kind of just send it, you cross your fingers, and in a few days, you just keep asking the group, hey, did you receive it? And they say, not yet. If you said, where is it? We don't know. If you lose it, they're going to have human intervention. There's so many other capital costs accompanying this. It's ridiculous. So right here, cross-border treasury payments, foreign exchange market makers, cross-border treasury receipts. And what I wanted to talk about is right here. Look in the center. So the potential future simultaneous settlement, simultaneous atomic swap. So we have distributed ledger technology, and we're talking about XRP right here, okay? Replacing the correspondent banking network. Now, see how it says pre-validation, then approval, confirmation, and settlement? Well, this pre-validation, I believe it was Marjan Delantine, I always butcher her last name. She was just saying that this pre-validation is thinking of these two financial groups shaking hands before sending the payments, making sure that they see each other, they can send payments between each other, interlock that, connectivity, and then they send it off. This is completely tracked end-to-end transparency. This is the future. All right, and then right here, simplified correspondent banking model. Of course, it's simultaneous and instantaneous with atomic swaps, and then combine this with the interledger protocol. It's a done deal. Transparency in payments, potential U.S. liquidity providers, and then reduced investigations and repairs, and of course, reducing all of those costs that come with it as well. So pretty relevant. Right here, Matthew Linney. So Accenture. Remember, Accenture is the huge group that is literally helping Swift, R3, and Ripple with this digital transformation. They have so many partners globally. They are a global group, and they are helping with this transition to integrate everybody, and it's pretty cool. So right here, unlocking infinite value, blockchain, and collateral management. We're going to hear more and more about this with collateral management. No surprise there. And again, Matthew Linney, XRP is well positioned as possible settlement in each of these blockchain projects too. For anybody that's actually done deep dives in research, there are, simply a handful, maybe there's 10 projects or cryptocurrencies, digital assets that are named in a lot of these projects, whether that is XRP, whether it is Ethereum, and then there are a few other assets that are named. And a lot of groups are exploring with them. So I'm putting my money behind those because they are actually being integrated today. Again, not financial advice, anything can change, but that is where my thought process is. All right, and then Hyperledger and Corda, so Corda, the flagship product use of R3, and then Hyperledger, launched by the Linux Foundation. So again, two examples that both integrate Ethereum with the smart contract capabilities and XRP for these settlement mechanisms. Right here, King Solomon, Intellect EU, open banking plus blockchain. So Ripple was Intellect EU's first integration partner with distributed ledger technology. Intellect EU is part of the Swift, GPI, and R3 trial. Round and round we go. See, everything is all connected. It really all does circle back to the utilization of XRP. All right, and again, we already know R3's connection with Corda Settler. I do not have to keep repeating this. Corda Settler and other integrations. We got DVP and PVP showcase GPI link at Sibos 2019 this year. And then right here, showing Ripple all the way back to 2014, and then just kind of showing what they're doing in this little timeline. Okay. So very interesting, guys. The dots are truly connected. So King Solomon, highly recommend you guys give this guy a follow. So King Solomon, XRP_owl on Twitter. Right here, El Crypto King. Many of you have probably already heard this, but the Kyoto University becomes the first Japanese university to run an XRPL validator. We're going to see more and more of this. I believe this is the UBRI initiative. Yep. So University Blockchain Research Initiative, and obviously, look, so UBRI's 29 academic partners to help identify research, technical projects, and other academic activities they will pursue as part of the UBRI program. So no surprise here that, Japan is a big adopter and open-minded to kind of incentivize and work on this. So happy to see that. And we'll see more and more groups, I think, getting into this. And I think that blockchain, we already know that there are some master degrees available. DLT is going to get a little more recognition in the future as well. And then let's see, Crypto King. Yeah, I was reading this article. So liquidity is the lifeblood of momentum. But honestly, I feel like I've covered what I needed to today, guys. If you have any questions, concerns, comments with XRP in terms of price performance, just any questions, let me know down below and I'll try to get to any comments that I see in this video. Thank you so much.